You don't have a business without customers. Naturally, your first instinct would be to get customers by any means, whether it is paid ads, building an extensive sales and marketing team, or any other marketing activities you decide to conduct to spread the word. Each activity costs money. If you run ads on Google, you need to pay Google so that Google shows your ad for relevant search terms. Whereas, if you decide to send a bunch of cold emails, then there's an additional cost of email provider as well as your sales team. Evidently, you'd want customers acquired from these channels to pay more than what you paid to acquire them. That is, you'd want customers to have a lifetime value greater than the amount you spent on acquiring them. Hence, you need to keep track of your customer acquisition cost as well as your customer lifetime value. In this video, I'm going to show you how do you do this for a profitable business. Before that, please like and subscribe to never miss an update. Customer acquisition cost is the amount you pay to acquire a customer, which includes all sales and marketing activities that you conduct. Knowing customer acquisition cost helps you optimize for profitability. Typically, the subscription fee a customer pays is way lower than the cost of your software. Hence, your business can turn profitable only if you acquire them at a lower cost and retain them over time. Before we talk about ways in which you can reduce your customer acquisition cost, you would want to know how do you actually calculate it. Customer acquisition cost is calculated as the total amount spent on sales and marketing activities divided by the number of customers acquired in the given time period. Do not confuse customer acquisition cost with cost per acquisition. Cost per acquisition, or CPA, is a pricing model used by online advertising platforms that shows you how much do you invest to get the desired action, that is, clicks, conversion, installs, etc. Whereas, customer acquisition cost shows you the amount you pay to acquire a single paying user. For example, if you spend $1,000 in a quarter to acquire 10 customers, your customer acquisition cost will be 1000 divided by 10, which is $100. When calculating customer acquisition cost, it is advisable to do it per channel. Some channels are way more expensive than others. For example, running ads on Google is more expensive than generating SEO specific content. Also, do not forget to include team members' salaries, benefits, cost spent on design activities, cost for marketing tools such as email marketing, etc. You must be thinking about customer lifetime value now. Of course, customer lifetime value, or LTV, along with CAC shows you how profitable your business is. This is also one of the reasons why investors are always asking you about customer acquisition costs. You must have noticed a popular ratio mentioning the relationship between customer lifetime value and customer acquisition cost. That is, they say customer lifetime value should be 3 times your customer acquisition cost. For example, if a customer pays you $900 during their lifetime of using your product, it means that you can spend $300 on acquiring them. You can also check out the link in the description to know more about it. Of course, the lower the CAC, the better for you. However, the 3:1 ratio comes from the fact that most businesses spend their time on research and development, sales and marketing, and administrative work. Hence, it is said that you spend first 3 years of your business trying to recover the costs spent in these activities and only start making a profit in the 4th year. According to Peter Thiel, most businesses fail due to poor distribution. Customer acquisition cost is actually a proxy for distribution. For example, you can run ads, generate SEO specific content, ask influencers to market your product, etc. Irrespective of the channels you use, think about the amount you spend on acquiring these customers versus the amount they pay you. Customer lifetime value also helps you simplify your positioning and retention. If customers aren't retaining, see if your target customers actually find value in your product or if you're sending the right message across. Now that we know about customer acquisition cost, let's talk about how do you reduce it for your business. Number 1, know your customer persona. Number 2, leverage inbound marketing. Number 3, optimize pricing plans. And number 4, retain customers for less money. Number 1, know your customer persona. Knowing your audience is huge. You should not only know who they are, but you should also know their ins and outs. What are the problems that your product solves? What motivates them to buy? What language resonates with them? Of course, do it quantitatively and not just guessing. Number 2, leverage inbound marketing. We have talked about inbound marketing that you can check out here. Generating SEO based content not only helps people find you, but also reaps benefits over time. For example, if someone is searching for lead generating emails and your blog shows up, the user will find the blog really helpful. Along with this, There are also high intent leads which could later convert into paying customers. Number 3. Optimize pricing plans. Design, interface, experience, everything makes a difference. Users can abandon your product if you have a poor pricing page. Pricing pages have a huge psychological impact and you should think about ways of optimizing it. You can also check out our video on pricing strategy linked in the description below. Number 4. Retain customers for less money. Retaining existing customers is way cheaper than acquiring new customers. And yes, retaining customers also costs your business, whether it is support cost or building new features for them. That's why you should think about ways to reduce the cost of retaining customers. For example, you can reduce friction in the checkout process, create support articles answering most of their queries, engage with them over email, etc. Customers often feel neglected and that's why they churn. Email is a low-cost way of engaging with them. Customer acquisition cost truly defines your sustainability. Let me know in the comment section how do you reduce your customer acquisition cost or what did you think about this video.